Okay, let us start with the file handling in C. What is file? We know that there are a lot of things with the file. Let us see what are the different types of files. For example, file, you can say file is a particularly a just file in our day-to-day life. For example, the notebook is also a file. A book is also a file. And you know that we are concerning with the C language, we are concerning with the database. There are so many different files which we are concerning with the different types of images may having different files. The videos are having different files. The clips, the number of different files. And those files are actually stored in something. These files are storing some valuable information. So what is that information? That contains, or that information may require several times. So if we are giving some information, some data to generate a particular thing, that will be a file. So sometimes it is enough that there will be only displaying of data on the console, or all of these our C language programs. Whenever we start a C language, we are actually concerned with the different files. So every C program is also a file of C program. So it may consist of textual data. So this textual data is actually storing in the C language program. In the world, there are a lot of different files which may require later on also for our purpose. So there are a lot of data in world also. So this data is having a huge amount of information. These particular files are having a huge data of text, images, maybe clips, maybe video clips, maybe text data, maybe something different things of images, different things of clipping data, etc. All this data is having a very large amount, and this data can be displayed on the console or screen. Can you say that our WhatsApp, we are using the WhatsApp, how much data we are going to store this WhatsApp data on our mobile also? How much data we are storing? The data we are storing is a lot of. How much data is on the Facebook? How much data is on the Instagram? We are looking forward with the different types of applications, and it has a very large amount of data. This data is stored in the file. But whenever we are writing any C program, in the C program, the memory, and in our program we are inputting some data, this data you are inputting like a value of A, value of B, value of C. We are calculating something, and later on, after our calculation, we are just outputting or displaying something values. What will be happened later on of that data of we are inputted A value, B value, or something else, and we are summing that values. We are adding those values. But after completion of our calculation and after displaying of data, what happens? What happens about that data? If we are just disclosing, if we are closing the C program, if we are closing the C program, this data may lost because it is a volatile memory. We are taking the value of A, value of B. We are calculating the value of C. For example, addition of two numbers. We are calculating. After the C program, these values are lost. So it is impossible to recover this data programmatically and generated data again and again. However, we need to do storing of data. Where we can store this data, we have to store the data in the file. We have to store this volatile data in our file for reuse, maybe later on for our calculation. So it can be accessed every time. So file is a concept of file is particularly storing of some data, and we can reuse that file, reuse that data for our further calculation. So file handling in C language also enables us to create, update, read, and delete the files stored on the local file system. Local file system in the sense local computer. So what are the different operations we can perform on the file? We can perform on the file. That is the first, we have to create a new file. So you can just see here in the lower side there in written in red color, that is first creation of a new file. We have to create a new file first. Then we have to open an existing file. If we have created any file, we have to open that file also. We can read some data from the file. We can read the data, some data from the file. We can write some data to the file. So we can write the data to the file also. And lastly, we can delete the file. So we can close the file or we can delete the file also. So these operations we can perform on the file. Let us see what will happen to the next. What are the different file handling functions in our C programs? What are those file handling functions? See, there are many functions in C library to open, to read, to write, to search, and close the file. What are those file functions? What are those file functions? Let us see one by one. First function, that is fopen. So fopen opens a new or existing file. Whenever we can trying to work on the files, we have to first create a new file. We just create a new file. See here, we can open a new file, so that will create a file, or we can open existing file. We can open the existing file also. Next, that the second function here, fclose, this will close our file. This will close our file. and those first is opening of this file, and this is second is a, you can say, closing of file. But normally we can do the number of different operations with these file functions. The first operation, that fprintf, we can write some data into the file. We can write some data. Firstly, open file. For example, if we purchased one notebook from the market, from the store, in our notebook there are only lines, and for these lines we have to write something on the notebook. Then what will happen? That will going to store this data on our file. So this is very important thing, that we have to write data into the file. That data will get stored. This data will be stored in that file. Whatever we are going to give you some notes, these notes you are going to write in the your notebook, and that notebook will store all of the notes, all the information which we have provided to you. So that is writing of data into the file. So whenever we are purchased any new notebook, we are going to write some data, some information, some notes which are given by the teachers. So this is like our fprintf. So we have to write into the file. Then third function is fscanf, that will read data from the file. So what will happen? Whenever we are storing this data first, which we have opened a new file, or you can say existing file we have opened, we have to write the data something in the file, and then we have to read this data. So this will read the data. You can just see, this will read the data from the file. So fscanf is reading of data that from the file. Next is a fputc. Fputc, this will write a character into the file. So this putc will write the character. Fprintf write the data, you can say. Next, fgetc, this will read the character, not integer. So for the integer, there is another function, that is fputw. One function we just forget to write here. I think yes, it is there. fputw, this will write an integer to the file. fgetw reads an integer from the file. So this fputc will write the character. fgetc reads a character from the file. This is important because these are the file functions. All these having f at the left hand side, so that we can conclude that these all functions are actually concerned with the file handling. You can see here, writes an integer to the file and reads an integer from the file. So these are very important functions. See this fputc, getputc, fputw, and fgetw. What are these three functions? Well, this one, and this one. This is fseek function. Fseek function, this will set the file pointer to the given position. File pointer to the given position. ftail, this will return the current position. This will display the current position. Next, Rewind function, this will set the file pointer to the beginning of the file, to the beginning of the file. So these are the important file functions. We can just see one by one these all different file functions. Let us see the fopen. Fopen, how we can do that? Fopen will open a file before we can read or write or any update. We must open a file. So the fopen function is used to open a file, and the syntax is just given below. What is the syntax? This is a capital. File is a defined data type. This file is defined data type. You can just, I will write here, defined data type. Sorry, something. This is called as a defined data type, file, capital. This word is a capital word in C language. What is this? File, capital. It is written in capital letters. This is very important thing we have to mention here, because everything we are writing in the C language, which is in the small case, in or lower case, but file is defined data type, and we are writing this file in capital letters. So file is a capital letter. Then this is fopen, star fopen. So this fopen will open this file. What is that? This is a file name. So whatever the file name will be there, this is a constant value. We have to specify the file name and we have to specify the mode. So fopen, what it does, this will take the file name and this will take the mode of this file, in which way this mode will be worked. In the sense that, what is the purpose of our file? What is the purpose in the sense, why we started, why we have created the file? For read purpose? Why we have opened the file? For write purpose? Or why we opened that file? For update purpose. So that purpose is called as a mode. This is called as a purpose. So what was the reason to create or to open that file? So that opened file is opened for read purpose, file is opened for write purpose, or file is opened for update purpose. So this is written here. The file name is specified as a string. So that will be always string. File name will be always string. It is not in numeric value. If the file is stored at some specific location, then we must mention the path at which the file is stored. For example, the file name is for something you can just see here. In double quotation, we have specified the path also. We have specified path also for this file. Okay. And what is this? The next is the mode in which the file is opened. It is also a string. So mode is a purpose of that file. Okay, we shall just see what about the purpose next. See, these are the different modes, or you can say purpose of that file. What are the purpose? Just see, we can use the following modes in the file open function. What are the modes? What is the purpose of file opening? You can just mode or purpose. What is the reason to open that file? That is purpose. That this purpose is a mode, you can say. This mode are different, 6 modes are there. That is, first mode is a R. This will open a text file in read mode. W opens a text file in write mode. A will open a text file in append mode. These three are a primary file opening modes, and these are also three different modes. What is this? R plus will open a text file in read and write mode. W plus, this will open a text file in read and write mode, and A plus will open a text file in read and write mode. All these modes are having a text file will be in the read and write mode, but we have to keep in mind that read, write and append, these three are the very important modes in the file handling. So what purpose was that? Purpose is to read a file. Purpose is to write into the file. Purpose is a particularly append in the file. Okay. Now, just see the next. fopen function works in the following way. For example, you can say firstly it will search the file to be opened, then it will load the file from the disk and place it into the buffer. Okay, the buffer is used to provide efficiency for the read operation, and this will set up the character pointer which points to the first character of the file. So that will be the functioning of our file. So that will be fopen will function in this way. Just see, this is the example of fopen. You can just see here how it works. stdio.h void main. See here, file is in capital letters. Star fp, that is a file pointer we have to set. So what is that? fp is equal to fopen. fp is equal to fopen. You can just file underscore handle dot c. This is one of the file name. This is a file name. You can say this is a file name. And what is this? R is a purpose or mode. This is a mode of that file. For read purpose, this file and underscore handle is opened. You can just see here the next, while one, this will be file will be opened. Character is equal to ch is equal to character ch is defined here. F get c, that will read the character, reads a character, read a character. See here, very important that it will read the character, not integer, of fp in the sense in the file pointer. In the file, the characters will be get read. If ch is equal to e of f, that is end of file. If number of characters will be there, at the last there will be some end of the file. Every time there will be end of the file. Then we have to break, and then we are just going to print these all characters on the console. So that will be written on the console by using this printf statement. Then f close. Every file will be get opened, but at the last we have to close the file. That will be f close. F close function is closing that opened file. Okay, so that is very important thing. Let us see, this is closing a file. What is the closing? Whenever we are opened a file, we have to close that file. See here, The fclose function is used to close the file. A file must be closed after performing all the operations on it. So the syntax of fclose is fclose file pointer. What is that file pointer? That is fp. In our example, fp was the file pointer. So that will be a close fp. So only this particular statement will close that file. Next two functions are fprintf and fscanf. Okay, fprintf and fscanf functions, but we have to study these two functions in our next session. Okay, I think let us stop here. Tomorrow we shall see what is the fprintf and fscanf function. Okay, I will just stop this lecture today itself, and we can start with fprintf and fscanf tomorrow.